This is my ULA Ohm 2.0 backpack. Let's talk about why I love this pack so much, why it has served me so well, but yet why I've decided to upgrade this pack. Ohm 2 backpack is made by Ultralight Adventure Gear in Logan, Utah. I purchased my ULA Ohm 2.0 backpack in March of 2016. At that time, I paid $210 for the pack. The pack currently retails for $259. At the time I purchased my pack, I contacted Chris McMaster, who was then the owner of the company, sent him my measurements, and he recommended the appropriate size pack for me. This turned out to be a large pack with a large waistband. There are S straps, which I'll talk about in a little bit, and also an extra large chest strap. This pack has fit me perfectly well and has been exceptionally comfortable on my hikes along the Appalachian Trail. ULA describes the Ohm as the pack for the fast folks, the ones who travel light but take a prudent amount of gear to be safe and comfortable. I think this describes the pack perfectly well, and this is exactly what I look for in a backpack. If you're just starting out, for example, if you're planning a through hike and buying your initial equipment, you might want to go up one size on their packs. The ULA Circuit Pack is probably the best size for a starting through hiker. So the Ohm 2 pack weighs 33.8 ounces, about 958 grams. The company recommends that the maximum load in the pack is 30 pounds. They recommend a base weight of 12 pounds, although realistically my base weight has never been that low, except in the summer with ultralight equipment. My base weight for my most recent section hike was 16 pounds, and my total pack weight was under 25 pounds, and this worked very well for the pack. The pack is listed as having a total volume of 63 liters or 3,960 cubic inches. So the ULA Ohm 2 pack is constructed out of Robic nylon, which is an ultra tough nylon material with a Teflon DWR coating. This pack, when it was brand new, was essentially waterproof. In fact, I left my pack hanging on a tree during a thunderstorm one summer. We got 6 inches of rain in 2.5 hours, and everything inside my pack stayed completely dry. Unfortunately, this DWR coating has not retained its effectiveness over the years. I realize now my pack is 7 or 8 years old, but this time when I hiked in the rain, it didn't take long for the pack to wet out and for things inside the pack to start to get wet. This is why I've decided to upgrade my pack, and I've actually ordered a Ultra ULA Ohm 2 pack that will be delivered within the next month or so. So let's take a look at this pack. Well, first of all, it's covered with dirt and mud and crud from my most recent section hike. This thing has been through a lot of abuse and it's upheld really, really well. There's not a single tear or puncture in this pack. I've been really happy with that. The one thing I did have an issue with is that I fell during my most recent hike, and when I did, I broke one of the stays inside of the pack. When we look inside the pack, I'll show you that and the repair that I did. Here are the two side pockets here. This side pocket holds a large sleeping pad. This other side here has a sit pad, my water bottle, and some other stuff as well. The front mesh pocket is fairly large and I can fit my tent in here if it's wet. And then the top of the pack on this version is actually a drawstring. The most recent ones have a roll top. On the back of the pack, here are your shoulder straps, and these are the S straps that I talked about. As you can see, instead of being straight down, they curve in towards the center of the strap. This makes the angle a little bit more
uh, towards the center of your chest, over your shoulders. And I find this is more comfortable for someone with a larger chest like myself. The hip pockets are big and the hip belt is large and very comfortable. Okay, let's take a look inside of the pack. So when you open the pack, there's a little uh, pouch on top to carry personal items in. I find this is really convenient. I keep my toiletries and wallet and stuff like that. Along the back of the pack, there's a pad, and I've actually replaced the pad. Take out these straps here. Instead of the foam pad that came with it, I actually cut out a little bit of old Thermarest sleeping pad and used that. I really like the baffling in this, particularly in the summer. It allows a little air to circulate along the back of the pack. And then the pack is actually held together by a stay that fits inside here. I'm going to pull it out and show you where mine broke. Here's the stay right here. So the stay is carbon fiber with a Delrin arch along the top. And one side broke, and I actually replaced it here with a tent pole that I found in a hiker box at the Around the Bend hostel. It was easy to order a new piece. In fact, here's the new one that came from ULA. It was about $20 for this piece with free shipping, and I'm simply going to replace it and put it back in the pack.
So overall, the ULA Ohm has served me very well. I've had my pack for 7 years now and hiked almost 1,000 miles with it. It's been through all sorts of weather and abuse and held up really well. The size works out really, really well for me. I mentioned that I've ordered a new pack, and actually, I looked at a lot of other brands. You know, there are many other types of packs now that people are using. And when I looked at other packs, I really didn't find anything that I thought was any better than the ULA Ohm. And that's why I've got a new one on order. I hope you enjoyed my review of this pack, and I hope you'll consider one of these ULA packs if you're going to go on a through hike or a long section hike.